It is obvious at this point to everybody that the implementation of the Naira redesign policy has been faulty, to say the least. We are witnessing massive amounts of discontent. We are seeing situations where our people are being left overnight camping outside of ATMs hoping for the injection of new cash into those ATMs. We are seeing people on the streets boxing each other out, trying to work themselves through the doors of banking halls, hoping to access the new Naira notes. We are not going to sugarcoat what has been a fairly colossal failure with respect to the implementation of the Naira redesign policy. The intentions behind it have been good. Nigerians agree with the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari that we should clean up our elections, that we should, remove the role and power of cash on the conduct of our electoral processes. They agree with President Muhammadu Buhari's administration that digital and financial inclusion is the way to go for the future of our economy. But clearly, the Naira redesign policy, as it was initially proposed to President Muhammadu Buhari, has not been faithfully or effectively implemented according to the plan. And of course, a lot of that responsibility will lie at the feet of the implementing authorities, which of course in this case is the Central Bank of Nigeria. What we are working to do is to ensure that Mr. President is given effective and true information, that the reports that had been given by the Central Bank of Nigeria, that they had adequately supplied all banking branches in the country with sufficient amounts of the new Naira note, that this is absolutely false. It is evidential at this point. And of course, Mr. President, being the pro-people, defender of the masses that he has always been, the upholder of social justice, did the right thing when the intelligence reached him that indeed he was getting false intelligence from the central bank, which was to extend the deadline from January 31st to February 10th. Now, clearly, with the adjustment in the deadline, it was also announced that other agencies such as the EFCC and the ICPC are now actively involved in the oversight of the distribution of the new Naira notes to banking branches across the country, as well as rural cash swaps with the over 30,000 super agents that are being sent out. So there is an extra level of oversight and monitoring that has now been added to the process. But with that said, it is absolutely evident that President Muhammadu Buhari is pragmatic, and he is going to defend the masses of this country, no matter whose ox is gored. If he gets any intelligence that during the course of this 10-day extension window that the wrong things have been done or the right things have not been done, that these new Naira notes have not been made available to the masses of our people across the urban centers and across the rural communities across the country, Mr. President has that option on the table of extending that deadline, and that will be left to his discretion, but certainly it's going to be based on what he sees happening across the country.